So, how bad do you want to be successful? How bad do you want to accomplish the things that keep you up at night or you go to bed just obsessed about, go out through the day, just cannot stop thinking about? No matter what the goal is, and I'm not just talking about being successful with business or your career and making a ton of money. It's about being successful in every aspect of your life, your personal well being, the people who you surround yourself with, the daily habits, and then yes, your businesses or your career, whatever you're chasing as a goal financially. And for me, it started where dropped out of college, wasn't really in the best shape, skinny, didn't really know what I was gonna do with my life, and it wasn't until I got so sick of the situation I was in, not making enough money, not being in the shape that I wanted, is when I turned it around and committed to the change, to the daily habits, and everything I needed to do to get where I needed to be. When I finally started to focus in the gym and everything daily, eating, waking up, practicing things for my mindset, focusing on just becoming the best version of myself, is when I finally start to see the success that I wanted. And it's finally now where I'm reaching close to $10,000 months with my online coaching business, my clothing brand. It's become an obsession to where now I've hit a certain point, but it's now I want to be even more successful. And I remember being in the spot where I wasn't even close to this kind of success. And now I've seen what I need to do to get there, and it's following a system daily. Following a system to change my physique into the dream physique that I wanted, and now being able to help people with my driven method to help them get to where they wanted to be. You are the ultimate factor of what your success is going to be, and some people don't even realize they are their own worst enemies and they're just destroying themselves without even paying attention to it. Going out partying, drinking, um, drug users, people that are eating poorly, not taking care of their body, lazy. It sounds so simple to just do, but when you actually do it and you commit to it, you're gonna see every day just stack as a win. Every little thing you do during the day is a win. So you have to think to yourself, how bad do I want it? What am I willing to sacrifice to get where I want to be? Am I willing to sacrifice those weekends out with my friends? Am I willing to sacrifice those meals and the cravings that I want? Am I willing to sacrifice sleeping and not getting my cardio done, not getting in the right breakfast, not getting in the right mindset for the day, doing things like journaling, reading, things that are going to level up your mind? It's too many people I see just they talk and talk. Oh, I want to do this. I want to build this business. Oh, I want to get shredded for the summer. Oh, I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to put on 20 pounds of muscle. But then they're not doing anything to get there. And they think it's just going to come. Like, they think they're stuck. You're stuck because of you. Take action. Start doing the things necessary to be successful. It's going to be hard, but it's not hard to start. Just start. And I have a saying, I say to people all the time, I'm like, bro, it's one day or day one. You either start now or you're forever just going to keep pushing off excuses and you're just going to put yourself into a place where success is just not going to be lined up for you because it's not going to come to you. It didn't come to me. I sat around, sometimes thought like half-assed effort was going to get me where I wanted, but did not do it. Did not get me anything that I wanted. Didn't get me further to it. Building my physique and my mindset and the work ethic in the gym, once I molded that and transitioned that into everything else in my life, everything started to improve. I had to cut out certain vices like, I couldn't be going out drinking all the time on the weekend with friends and stuff, a little banger through the weekend and, expect that I was just going to crush it during the week because now that's a weekend I'm behind while other guys are chasing their dreams and getting after it. And I started to realize that. I'm like, that's still a waste. That night out, those 2 nights out, I had to make sure that the people in my life were people that were supporting me and I had a good circle around me that wanted to see me successful and help me become successful. And then ultimately became me individually. Getting comfortable being uncomfortable, being alone, dealing with my anxiety, my depression, and fighting that, and knowing that I was meant for something great. I knew that I was meant for more. And the more I let the vices and the negativity and that bitch voice in my mind win, was taking me away from the success that I wanted. If you want to be successful, you will do what needs to be done to get there. It's as simple as that. And if you're not, on the track, first start by taking action. If you're not on that track towards success, you have to take action. It is not hard to take action. The road after that, yeah, it's hard, but that's what builds you into the best version of yourself. It builds your character, builds you into that businessman, builds you into that animal in the gym. You know, it builds you into that person that when not only do you know who you are, but people from outside will see who you are. People will know when you walk into the room, like, yeah, that's a badass motherfucker. That guy's successful. That guy's got this busy. Everything your success, that it's that saying is work in silence and let your success be the noise. And it's true, man. When you just bury yourself in the trenches and take that lonely road, you're gonna come out with some big, big success. Some so much growth that you're not even gonna like understand how you even did it. But you will understand because you saw that you followed a system, you followed the daily habits, you did the things necessary to get where you wanted to be. And you got to get to a spot in your life, and honestly it's probably the best thing that can happen for you is where you fail and fail and fail, and you get to a spot in your life where you're like, I am so sick of where I'm at. I'm so sick of working this 9 to 5. I'm so sick of being overweight. I'm so sick of being skinny and not being respected by the guys around me. It's until you are so fed up with where you're at is when you will finally make the change and take action. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the best decision of your life. And you're going to remember that day. That day you sat there and you were like, you know what? I'm so fucking glad I took action that day and started my journey becoming the best version of myself because now I have the success that I wanted. And then when you get a taste of that success, you want to become even more successful. And that's where you have to take yourself to another level. It's levels to this. And we all start somewhere. Like, there are people younger than me that are more successful than me. And, like, I had my own personal issues in my life journey, like losing my mom and dealing with the biggest pain I've ever dealt with in my life. That was my biggest obstacle, which then turned into myself and letting my grief and emotions control what I was doing. Until I started to use that as fuel and knew I wanted to make my mom proud, not only just myself, but my mom proud, is when I started taking action. And the first step was in the gym because that became my therapy, my way of healing to better myself physically and mentally. And then I knew I wanted to start a clothing brand because I knew that was something I promised her in my online coaching business. I told her I wanted to start businesses to change people's lives. And that's what I did. And now I'm closing in on 10K months. My brand is scaling. I am building driven into something that I never thought was possible, but it's because I took action. And now every single day, my daily habits and everything, I'm very individualized. I'm just very, once I wake up, how am I going to get better today, mentally, physically, and with my business towards success? And I've buried myself into a life where it gets lonely at times, it gets dark, but where I see my vision and how much I believe in myself, that takes over anything. And I don't let anything stop me from that. Obviously, you're going to face challenges along the way and everything, and that's what comes when you're chasing success. But I took action. I started. And it's been a journey. And it's not going to happen overnight. And the moment you realize that it's not just going to flip and everything's going to change the next day, and you learn to, all right, I'm ready to take on this journey and enjoy the process, that's going to add so much more to the success because a lot of people just want the success. They're not actually enjoying what they're doing. Find your purpose, what you really enjoy, what sets your soul on fire that you want to take every step necessary every single day to get successful towards that goal. And that's us as men, is developing as a man is, we are goal driven creatures. If you have no goal, you have no purpose. What are you doing? And you become lost, get buried in those thoughts, get buried in the vices, and then that's it. That the world takes you from there. You have to want it so fucking bad. And I did, and that's what I did. And that's what I'm teaching my clients now is with the gym and their lives is your mindset, how powerful it is and how much you can change your life and become the person that you want to be. So really every day you have to think to yourself, how bad do I want this? How bad do I want this? When you get those temptations and those things coming into your life that are going to steer you away from that direction, you have to assess and stop and think, is this going to help me get closer to my goals? Is this only going to set me back? And I'm not saying you can't enjoy your life and do certain things here and there and be with people and socialize, but when it comes to becoming an entrepreneur and becoming the best shape of your life and becoming the best version of yourself, and your self-improvement journey, you have to make a lot of sacrifices, and you have to think about what you're going to do day by day to get closer to it. I'm telling you, it's the best decision of your life when you decide to wake up and take action. So I'm rooting for you guys, and I hope you guys take value from these talks, because for me, I'm driven. This is about being driven every single day towards success. Whatever your purpose is, be driven to achieve it. Do everything possible. Do everything right, and I guarantee you, you will find success. If I can do it, you can do it. I've seen so many people around me that I'm like, how am I not there? And I've realized it was just was losing to myself. I was beating myself. The only person that is going to hold you back is you. And do not compare yourself to everybody else, because comparison is the thief of joy. The more and more you sit there and compare yourself to people and how much farther they are than you're just going to get in your head and it's going to hold you back more. Focus on yourself, focus on your journey, and focus on what is going to make you better. Because when you become the man that you want to be, it is going to change your life, and you are ultimately going to be fulfilled with the decisions that you make. So, guys, this is Driven Talk, episode 5. I hope you guys are gaining value from these talks, and I'm bringing this series onto YouTube. If you guys are looking to get into the best shape of your lives and change your mindset, you can book a call with me in the description, in the video, and also my account. We can talk about your goals and where you're trying to get to, and I can coach you through it. Guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys are crushing it. Make your goals big. Make them scare you. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. I'll see you guys in the next video.